Alright, so we're recording, and we're going to begin this video today by saying that this is a recording and it is no wise advice or legal counsel. And what we have done is we have made a promissory note, okay? And what we did was we mailed this to our creditor, which was World Acceptance Corporation, and what happened was they decided they were going to mark it as refused. And you can see over here, let's see, we've copied everything so that we have it for our records. You can see where we have sent it certified mail, and this is the refusal person who refused the note that we sent. There's a copy of the beginning letter to them, or the heading letter, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, this is our promissory note that we sent to them. We had it certified. It is in the copied color here as in black and white, but we have the certified copy, which is the original, which is noted in blue. Certified mail again. Alright, so what happened is they refused it. So we were okay, that's fine. You guys can refuse it, whatever you want to do there. So what we did was we sent them another certified letter, and this certified letter contains the Uniform Commercial Code, Article 3, Negotiable Instruments, Part 6, Discharge and Payment. And in this note it says, if tender of payment of an obligation to pay an instrument is made to a person entitled to enforce the instrument, the effect of tender is governed by principles of law applicable to tender of payment under a simple contract. Now, they refused it because they said that I was attempting to change the original contract. I don't really care about what the original contract said. It was the contract, whatever it was. But this was my offer, not to change, but an attempt to pay my debt in a way that I saw that I could do. Not necessarily by their terms, but by my own terms, so that I could fulfill the obligation to pay them. Since they refused, that's a refusal of payment of any form. So then, of course, if tender of payment of an obligation to pay an instrument is made to a person entitled to enforce the instrument, and the tender is refused, there is discharge to the extent of the amount of the tender of the obligation of an endorser or accommodation party having a right of recourse with respect to the obligation to which the tender relates. So our promissory note in the amount of, and let's see here, the amount was listed on there, I do believe. Let's see here. The amount was $392. So it looks like they're going to be sending me a refund of some monies, possibly, because it has been fulfilled now since they refused. Anyhow, if tender of payment of an amount due on an instrument is made to a person entitled to enforce the instrument, the obligation of the obligor to pay interest after the due date on the amount tendered is discharged. If presentment is required with respect to the instrument, and the obligor is able to and ready to pay on the due date at every place of payment stated in the instrument, the obligor is deemed to have made tender of payment on the due date to the person entitled to enforce the instrument. In other words, I made a presentment before the due date of the things that were due, according to them, in order to pay it. And this is my own contract, my own design here, which I've done some study and some research. And this is a legal and binding contract, which would have fulfilled if they would have followed the contract and did what they were supposed to do, which was to trade on the note which I gave them. And they would have received their own money by the trades, okay? And that would have fulfilled as soon as they sold the note, traded the note, whatever they would have done, which is what banks do anyhow. Okay, and once they have done that, that means the note is paid for in full, but they refused, and so that was a full payment offer, and so now tendered complete, which means I don't owe them anything, which means it's now discharged, and by law they have no right to pursue any further. So there you have it, guys. If you like this video, please like and also subscribe, as we care about all our subscribers. Please let us know if you have any ideas of things you'd like to know about. And I'd like to thank you for, again, taking a look at this video. And you guys have a nice day.